Everybody. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I've got my Instagram going as well as my Facebook, so bear with me. Today we're going to be making a green smoothie. So I love my Vitamix, that's what I use, but there's also a Blend Tech, which is equally as great. So what I've done is I've put in my water and then I put in a little bit of this organic fruit juice. Just a splash because there is a bit of sugar in that, but I'm doing it for the vitamin C because of this time of year. The next thing I'm going to throw in is I usually do a whole lime. I got these limes at Costco. So I think it was like a bag of 10 for $4 or $5, might have even been 12. And then I'm using this presser. So I'm just going to squeeze as much lime juice as I can as I get it all over my computer. I usually flip it. I get a little bit more, and then the third time. So I've squeezed it almost 3 times. And then if the lime is at room temp and you sort of roll it on the counter, you get more out of it. So just gonna squeeze this bad boy in. It smells so good. So that's the second time I'm squeezing, and then the third time, sometimes it gets stuck in there. 3 good squeezes. Because it's flu season, I've got a knob of ginger where I've taken the back of a spoon. So I use a spoon here, and then I just sort of take the skin off like so. And it does a pretty good job. If you buy organic ginger, you don't have to worry so much about taking the skin off. It doesn't have to be perfect. So it's gonna look something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that in. We need some good fat, so half an avocado. I know some plans are like, oh, only use 1/4 of an avocado. Put the whole darn half in my opinion. We need fat for our brain. My second source of fat, I'm gonna throw in coconut milk, which I do have here. So that's the Aero D stuff. So when I take it out of the can, I put it in a glass jar because we don't want to have cans that are in the fridge cold, if that makes sense. So I'll throw it in here. I'm not a very good measurer, but for the purpose of this video, I will measure. I'll put half a cup. So this is 1/4. Actually, you know what? I'll do quarter of a cup. That's coconut milk. Pop that in. For a little bit of sweetness, I love pineapple. So, 2 chunks. You don't have to overdo it. And what else? Our greens, obviously. I love, this is frozen kale. It's already chopped, ready to go. So you know what? I'm going to put the rest of it in because this is probably my favorite, which is pretty good in my humble opinion. And what else do I have? Oh, and then my protein source. So I love collagen. Vital Proteins collagen is kind of my jam. So I'm going to do 2 scoops. I already have this scooper, so I'll show you how I have it. So it's in this container here. I'm trying to get away from plastic. So I have my collagen in there, 2 scoops. And then to regulate good old blood sugar, I have cinnamon, organic. One of my girlfriends works for McCormick, so Whitney, if you're listening, she hooks me up with the organic cinnamon. It's awesome. I think I've got everything in there, so forgive me, this is going to be a little loud. Okay, so it's gonna look kind of like that. You could probably get 2 of these glasses out of it. So let me just, yeah, that's 1, 2, maybe 2.5. So I'm gonna give it a, yeah, it's good. Not too sweet. So the idea with this cleanse is to get away from the sweet and to get away from always hitting our taste buds with sweet. I guess it's something that we've become accustomed to with the whole low-fat revolution back in the 90s. What they did was they took the fat out of the product, they replaced it with sugar and salt, and then as a society, we became really attracted to foods that were either salty or sweet, or a combination of the two would be like the ideal thing that a lot of packaged goods would aim for. So there we have it. This is, so I did a little bit of intermittent fasting today. I had my mushroom coffee with my coconut milk in the morning, and now I am having, this is, I guess, brunch, if you will. So I've got my protein in here, which is the collagen. I've got my fat, which is the coconut milk and the avocado. And then all of my fiber were the fruits and veggies that I popped in here. And that's a complete meal. So I'm going to put an actual recipe on, I'll put it on my Instagram as well as on my Facebook Live here. But this is sort of my first time I'm doing in combination the Instagram Live and Facebook Live. So there's a first for everything. And thank you for joining, Melissa. I see you're my only audience, which I really appreciate you taking the time to see me make my smoothie. Yeah, so this has sort of been my go-to lately. I hope you guys enjoy, and tomorrow I will be in my kitchen again, serving you guys up some, I'm thinking I'm gonna do either a lunch dish or a dinner dish, something that you could repurpose for either or. All right, hope you're having a fantastic day. Enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.